Hey everybody, my name is Tiara White and this is my video on the medieval music. First I'm going to start off with a little bit of general background. The medieval period was also known as the Dark Ages or Middle Ages. Most people associated this time with cruelty, devastating wars, and great plagues. It is often considered a time when society, academics, and the arts did a backward slide. There are some medieval period facts that are the Roman Empire came to an end in 476 when their heir to the empire was displaced. After 200 years of fighting the Crusades on the Holy Land, the war ended. Joan of Arc came out of the 100-Year War. In 1327, the Great Plague was brought to the land from traders in the Middle East. The plague was a deadly disease that was periodically swept through Europe. It wasn't safe to drink the water, so they often drank beer. Dying in war was commonly routine, and child mortality was high. Perhaps as many as 50% of children died before the age of 5 in that time period. The second point is the music background. Medieval music was developed in the 9th and 10th centuries. Singers were usually alone and sang single notes at a time. Medieval music includes music used for the church, other sacred music, and non-religious music. Most medieval music is purely local voice, such as the Georgian chant, where other music was only instruments or sometimes both voices and instruments would be used, typically with the instruments accompanying the voices. During the early medieval period, there was no method to notate rhythm. Medieval music used many plucked string instruments like the lute, which is the same to the modern guitar. Most medieval music included the soothing sounds, which can often be found in meditation. You also hear the flute a lot in these medieval songs. The two songs I chose for my YouTube videos, the first song I chose was titled Medieval Princess. It was written by Derek and Brandon Fletcher. This medieval music was written about a beautiful princess who lives in a majestic castle. This great picture that is posted on the video is from Edmund Blair Leighton. It gives the listener a visual on what the song is saying. Even though there are no words in the song, you can feel the emotion in the music. That's why I chose it. And the flutes are lightly played, but they give the song an extra symphony to listen to. The second song I chose for my medieval music is about the early life of a sorcerer, Morgan Le Fay, as she grew up as a youth and slowly began to get darker and gain more magical powers. This music is called Lady Morgana. It's written by Derek and Brandon Fletcher. It has a stronger movement to the melody and is almost empowering to listen to. The comparison of these two songs would be they both were written by Derek and Brandon Fletcher. Both songs were written with women influencers in mind. They had a variety of instruments played, and both songs kept an upbeat tone to them. The writers captivate the listeners with the lovely sounds of playing music in the background. Both songs come from a period in time that was followed by multiple hardships. That's why the music seems to be low most of the time. In contrast, neither one of these songs, one of these songs was written as a love melody, and the other was a little darker. Somewhat paced different levels, these songs give the listener different types of emotions as we listen through them. The first song was about a princess, and the other one was about a sorcerer. Neither song displays too much excitement in the rhythm. Neither song used the same melody, and both were reaching different viewers for multiple reactions. This type of music in general to me, it sounds something like the Chinese would use to sit and meditate with. I enjoyed learning about it. It was different than what I'm used to listening to, but it was definitely interesting facts, and it was a very rough time period. So both these YouTube videos kind of explain that, and you can kind of feel that in the songs.